All right, in this video, we're gonna go over the one kettlebell press, or just known as the press. The press is one of the most fundamental staple movements that you can be doing. If you wanna get total body strong, the press is the way to go. Turkish get up is up there, but this is the most active upper body strengthening exercise that you're gonna do that also is gonna convert to, total body strength. Because the key to the press is you have to have a strong foundation. So that means you start off with your legs flexed, glutes flexed, quads flexed, abs tight. Everything from here down has to be rigid, solid, strong as a rock. That's the foundation, right? You can't build a house on a foundation of sand, right? You need a strong foundation. Same with the press. Press won't be built with, a weak foundation. So we're making sure that we demonstrate whole body tension. Now from that, the concept is you take your arm and you press it overhead. Nice and easy. And what this looks like is as we're pressing, our hand is actually going to rotate. So step back to make sure it's entirely in frame here. As we press, we're getting a little bit of a centration. So we're not just pressing straight overhead, we're rotating like we're going up a spiral staircase. So if you think about your hand or your elbow really moving up a spiral staircase, that will get some of that centration where even from the side here, you could see I'm starting here and bringing it back. So at the top, my bicep is even with my ear. And again, my hand all the way down through my heel is supported. I'm strong as I go up, like so. Concept that is also important when you get into really heavy presses is that as you're pressing, your body's gonna naturally be pushed away from it, right? This is just physics. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. Meaning as you're putting force into that bell, to counterbalance it, your body wants to move out of the way. However, this will end up, one, hurting your back, but two, making you weaker. And so you want to think about driving through this opposite hip and leg and wedging yourself underneath that heavy bell. So with a lighter weight, you won't feel it as much, but you'll notice, especially if you use some video, as you get into heavier weights that are like, closer to your 1 rep max, you're going to have more of a bitch of a time trying to stay underneath it. You got to actively be driving yourself into that bell to wedge it up, like so, right? Now, a key to this is that your forearm has to stay vertical the entire time, right? When you get, again, into heavier weights, and this is where wiggle room starts to happen, in order to counterbalance that vertical forearm, all that weight on the outside pulling it out, your arm is going to turn in slightly, right? When you're getting too closer to your 1 rep max. But what this means is that, we're not there yet, so we should be aiming for vertical. And as we get stronger, we're going to continue to feel ourselves stay vertical, right? And even as we start to inch in a little bit, focus on staying vertical and keeping that center of mass right over the elbow there, right? So what this looks like is as we are getting our bell up and we're pressing, we're going to do our clean to rack that bell. If you haven't mastered the clean yet, you can use 2 hands. But for now, since we kind of got that shit down, right in here. Now you notice my forearm is nice and vertical. When I'm racking it, my hand is starting clearly below my chin. I'm strong in my foundation and pressing up and coming down. Now I'm not shrugging my shoulder up. I'm pulling my elbow down to get my lat nice and strong and flexed to provide that base. And down. And down. From the side, what this looks like. And down. And down. And down. And if this were a super heavy weight and I'm really having to drive into it and over accentuate, I'm wedging myself in. Nice and simple. Again, super, super effective. And there's a lot of technical details that you need to be mindful of to make sure that, again, quads are flexed, glutes are flexed, abs are flexed, lat is packed by pulling that elbow down. Hand always starts below the chin. We press until that arm locks out at the top, bicep even with the ear, and we pull that weight back down. As you pull that weight back down, that keeps the lat engaged to provide a nice shelf for you to press from. So with that being said, we'll catch you on the next video.